What's up, y'all? Happy Thursday, y'all. Welcome back to Boxem Office Hours. We're live Monday at 5 and Tuesday and Thursday at 4 p.m. if you want to pop by, ask any questions. And yeah, let us know who we got in chat today. What's up, y'all?
Yes, sir. Let's see.
All right, still lots of sales rolling for those of y'all that are doing a bunch of online arbitrage as well.
MB-Dub, and then Father's Day coming up in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks or so. Yeah.
We abbreviating Memorial Day weekend now. Is that what's going down? MD Dub, I like it.
Let's see here. Cool. Yeah. And then literally 2 weeks after that, 4th of July. 2 weeks after that, July Prime Day. Right? Dante B. Good to see you, Dante. Good to see you, family. Good to see you.
What's up, Claire? Good to see you guys. Yeah, as you guys are rolling in, let us know if you got any questions we can help you out with. If you want to drop an ASIN for us to take a look at, we like doing that as well. And then for those of you guys on the recording, we've both been dropping a ton of videos showing us source products, all that kind of stuff, all the basics. And there's also a huge Boxem update that got pushed out. Yeah, nice. They got pushed out a couple days ago. It makes shipping to Amazon, genuinely, it has never been this easy to ship into Amazon. It's crazy. So make sure you give it a try. There's a bunch of time savers, that kind of stuff. Basically, tons of suggestions from you guys and a bunch of time savers that we tossed in there as well. And you can see more pricing options than anywhere else. So faster than ever. And the pricing options are easy. So you're going to save more money than using anything else now. So make sure you give it a whirl. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Bill?
So the big news, Warner, is that StreamYard added the kick integration. So now, yeah. So now we can go live on Kick as well.
That would be chaos. Let's see. What's up, y'all? What's up, Sandra? Good to see you. What's up, Emmanuel? What's up? What's up, Charlie?
Good question here from BME 301.
Yeah.
Can you explain this ASIN to me? AK sells a month, 65,000 rank, huge ROI, but only 2 sellers with an on-hand stock count of 4 units. Why the disparity between the item stats and the number of sellers? So if I had to guess, I bet that the sellers on that listing have what's called maximum order quantities, where they hid their stock count, basically. So you can ask ChatGPT how to do it specifically. It's like you go to edit listing, it said max order quantity right there, but I'd be willing to bet that's what they did on that listing. Yeah.
And if you're looking at like the offers tab and like seeing sales and that kind of thing, that's not always going to show the sales. Like if you're hiding stock, like Miles is talking about. Yeah.
So if I had to guess, I'd assume that's what it was.
Probably.
Yeah.
Hopefully very soon, Michael. Yep, they're working on it over there. Let's see. What's up, boys? Ask how you're doing. Yeah. It's just like through StreamYard.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, y'all?
New update they got there.
Operation AMZ makes some good wholesale content.
Yeah. Y'all check them out.
Those of you guys wanting to learn wholesale, Operation AMZ and of course Corey are great sources for you guys.
Yep. I want to sell on Amazon, but I don't know what equipment to get that best fits for FBA. So you got to get some products first, Dave, right? But the nice thing is we both have videos on our channel. I'm going to link my video on supplies in the chat right now, but if you just search Full Smile Supplies, it'll pop up too.
I actually just posted a video today that shows you how to like make the new fastest shipment flow, that kind of thing. And there's a full supplies list in there as well, Dave.
Yeah, guys, give us a 1 in the chat if you want us to show the new Boxem updates too as well.
Yep. Let's see. Are they likely to be? Not sure if we missed
on that original. I mean, maybe if they
have stock
counts, but it really just depends on the item. Honestly, it really just comes down to the item.
Yeah, you can get really high stock counts with some OA. I know we've both been like 1,000+ deep on some stuff before. That's definitely not the average. Definitely not the average OA product. Normally, you're probably going to sell 20 to 50 or something, but yeah, you can end up very deep on some OA leads. Sweet.
All right, cool. Let's pull up these updates. Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's dig in here. Boom. I'm gonna hit the screen share real quick.
Sounds good.
Bada bing. All right, let's pop the. All right, you own the street. Yeah, boom. Okay, here we go. So, right, this page pretty much for the most part is the same thing. Gonna show you guys. We'll just call it like stream test shipment. You can name that whatever you want here. Right, this you got to remember. This is not the UPS address you're shipping at. It's your address. right? And then I like to do these guys too here. Boom. Now we want to add our shipments here. So now originally, guys, there were 4 steps. Now there's 3 steps to make it even more simple. This is for FBA shipments, although you can also use Boxem to list your products FBM too, right? So we can just search these guys here. You can see how quick the search functionality is. Boom. Right there, right?
Yeah.
Pump in those guys here, right? We can say boom here. Say we plug in like 10, right? See there, get those guys added in here, right? Then we'll do another one of 10 of these guys here, right? So we can see, boom, 10 and 10. You can do multiple products per batch. You can edit the quantities. You can do 1 product per batch, whatever you want here. Now we'll just wait for this to send off to Amazon here. And then here's in step 2, the really cool parts. And there's some of this that you can use even if you're not doing a ton of FBA shipment, just for like organization and inventory management here. So this part obviously is where we send the data off to Amazon. So it can take, a minute or 2 here, maybe even more to send that over to Amazon. But now we're getting into step 2. We'll show you guys the labeling process and everything like that.
Yeah, for sure. We'll pop that back up there when Amazon sends it back to us. Yeah, Scott, so you can track all your profit and that kind of stuff already. We also just pushed a big update so that now our analytics are more, it's the most accurate analytics on the market basically, because there's some complications that make it a little bit tricky. And then there's also a huge analytics update coming really soon, which you can actually get access to if you just message us. But it'll be public here for too long.
Y'all pop me up here. We're ready to roll. All right, so here we go. So now the fun part, right? So in step 2, where we prep and box them, is where we can decide how many boxes we're doing and assign the different products to boxes, print the labels and everything like that. So we got 20 units here. Now say, obviously we want to do as little boxes as possible here, just for shipping efficiency, but say we wanted to do 4 boxes here. We could just go right here, boom, boom, boom. Then we can bulk create these boxes, see that? And we can edit them really easily too, where it says bulk dimensions and weight. So say I want to make all of these 18 by 18 and they weigh 15 pounds here. Boom, see that? Speed, boy, right? And then we can go here. And then now we need to print the F and SKU labels. All we do to do that, guys, is go to print, boom. And then now we have all the F and SKU labels.
You can also have them auto printed if you just enable that on step 1 as well. So usually I don't even press that button.
Right.
Yeah, Chindy was asking if it replaces. Yeah, so you can use Boxem to replace any software like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more than that software does for you, Chindy. So yeah, definitely swap it out there.
Yep. So there we go. So we got those guys in here, right? And then we can also, in terms of assigning them to boxes, we can just go here and hit assign all SKUs, bang, and boom. Oops. Sometimes it'll take a sec to let it click right there. Bang. See, boom, assigned, and see how all those units were immediately allocated right there. And that's honestly the entire process right here. Now, what I love too is that you can clone the shipment easily if you want to, and we can go to print right here and we can print custom labels. So we can do like sold as a set here. We can do the suffocation warnings. We can do fragile warnings, and we can do custom ones. So I think a good use case for the custom ones is like labeling your bins of FBM orders, right? So we can do like YOLO, sweat, like you can do whatever you want here, right? So like what we can do here.
That's a crazy first thing to come to mind, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Welcome back to 2012.
So you can print these custom labels here. So like if you have bins of FBM products, you can just do like navy large and then print it out real quick, right? You can do like navy medium, right? And you can do like black small, right? So like there's use cases for Amazon that's not just the actual FBA shipment process of this, right? You can do like this.
Yeah, just a bunch of new stuff. Very a lot of attention to detail, basically. All this,
we can edit them too.
Save you some money on all those random little labels and that kind of stuff. Never run out also.
Yeah, Boxem orange right there, right? CNC. So this is cool stuff, right? We do like suffocation, fragile, sold as a set. So all that kind of stuff here.
Dante's using them for some bigger expiration dates. I like that. Yeah, because if you print, if you're doing like a set, then it has to be like in bigger font size where it's like a 6-pack on like a box, that kind of thing. Dante, if you are just using it with like a standard item, you actually don't need to do that, by the way, because the expiration date's already on the SKU label. But you do have to do that if it's on like, say it's like a case of food or something like that, then you put bigger font expiration on the outside. But I love that idea.
Yep. So we literally, and then all we do here, boom, then we submit packing groups. And then now we're just going to print out that shipment, honestly. And that's literally the entire process, guys. We're really happy with like the printing all the SKUs at the same time, the box contents, and those custom labels too, I think are pretty helpful to you guys as well. We're getting a lot of good feedback on it. And you guys have ideas what you want to see in Boxem, please let us know too as well. But we'll come back when this loads here in a sec. It's good to go. That's so cool. So we don't have to order the prepaid. Yes, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly right there. Yep. So
see, what does clone shipment do? Yeah. So if you press that button, it's going to duplicate everything about that shipment so far, basically. So let's say you ship the exact same shipment pretty often on like a restock or something like that. Or you mess something up with the shipment, you want to make it easier to save yourself some time. Like a lot of times that button will be really useful.
Yep.
One day it'll just see through the box and read what's in there. Yeah, we're
working on that AI.
Yeah, we might not be working on that quite yet, but that would be very that would be pretty sick. Let's see. What's up, Yumi? You started purchasing your first products today, and they should be arriving. That's what's up. Yeah. Nice work. What are the most important things to consider when setting the price? Yeah, so just set that price above the buy box, like 20 to 25% above the buy box price. And then a lot of times you might actually be able to make sales there, especially on like faster movers. You'd be surprised like how high of prices you can make some sales at compared to the buy box. And then just start working.
Test it out. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then just start working your way down until you start seeing some sales. Absolutely. How can you sell video games? Yeah, Best Buy, GameStop, anything like that.
It's a lot of clearance. Yeah, a lot of clearance there.
Yep. Yep. Let's see. What's up, Dave? Now fire away as many questions as you want, Dave. You don't have to. We're here to answer your question. You don't have to feel bad for asking questions.
Yeah. So we're not lawyers or anything, man. It can totally make sense, just kind of depending on your personal situation. But we're not lawyers, so we can't like specifically recommend anything. But a lot of people do once they're consistently making sales. Boom. Okay, our shipment's ready to roll here, and we got an optimized placement. Boom. All right, here we go. So now, right, we can see those loading options here. So we have one that's an optimized placement that's going to right here. Let's see.
Yeah, and the reason why optimized placements are cool is because you don't pay placement fees, basically. Yep. Yeah. So I think Amazon's still sending the shipping labels back to you on this one, but yeah, you can see like we pay $0 in placement fees on this. Yes. And you basically nowhere else can you see the optimized options and the inventory placement. So with Boxem, you're gonna save more money than anything else now.
Yeah. So let's see. So this guy's going to, we could do Memphis and a bunch of places, or Clarksville, Tennessee.
Yeah, there you go. Amazon's starting to send some of those prices back there.
Pasco, Washington. Never heard of that one, actually.
I've never seen that warehouse. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Pasco.
Sweet. We'll give that a second to load in there. What about handmade? Yeah, we've never messed with handmade too much. But yeah, if you've got something to pursue there, there's probably some good YouTube videos on it. Let's see. When you clone the shipment, does it become a saved copy? So it's going to duplicate it. And then if you go to like the shipments tab, you'll see both shipments. Yeah. So like I was saying, if you ship the same thing a lot of times, same units and that kind of stuff, or even different units, and you just want to save yourself some of the steps, you can clone that first one when you get to the, past step 2, basically.
Yeah, I think, Nick, you might have commented on the Boxem video about that. Let me see. Was that you right there? Yeah, it was. Okay, cool. Thanks for watching the Boxem video too, man.
Yeah, let's see. What's up, Mira? Do you think ungating exchange now is focused on person? It still isn't related to sales history. What is related to sales history is what brands might auto ungate for you, because like the more you sell, the more you auto ungate. But everyone who's submitting invoices is going to the same people, so it's not like we get special treatment because we've been selling Amazon for a long time. We do get more auto engates because we've sold more stuff, but I think it would be same age accounts would be able to auto engate the same. There's different age, same sales would probably be able to auto engate the same stuff.
Yep. It said once you clone shipment. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that was you watching the Boxem video. Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for checking out that channel. We're on the road to 500 subs on that channel as well here too. Okay, we're almost done this shipment here.
Where can you find the video? Yeah, so we're live on the Boxem YouTube channel right now. There's a bunch of good stuff there. And then I actually just posted a video today showing you how to use it, and I know Miles posted one a couple days ago on his channel. So lots of different places to learn how to use it.
Let's see here. Have people had luck with ungates? It's not luck. It just, unfortunately, sometimes the system will take longer. Like Tony, I know you've done a bunch of ungates, for example. So you know that getting to clients is completely normal, right? Sometimes it unfortunately just takes a while. And that's okay. That's a moat. That's something other people won't do.
Thinking about selling handmade nails. Yeah, like I would probably start on like Etsy or something like that if I were you.
Yeah, I would say so for sure.
Yeah, for that type of stuff, more people. I think there's more shoppers on those platforms. Don't let that stop you, but Etsy's gonna be a little bit easier to set that up as well. So that's what I would do if I were you. I like the idea though.
All right, we're ready to roll here, Warner, on the shipment here.
Sweet.
Boom, I got me on the big screen here. Yeah, so we can see. So we got 71 going to Clarksville, Tennessee. We got 78 going to Middleton, PA. We got the optimized option for $10 more, right? Going to a bunch of places here. Yeah, Bloomington, Cali, Memphis, Rialto, Cali, Hopewell Junction, and Huntley.
Yeah, a lot of times the optimized is going to be cheaper if you guys are shipping like 100+ pounds to Amazon. So just like on this example where it was 5 15-pound boxes. Yeah, so 75 total pounds. It's almost never cheaper to do it that way.
Yep.
But for those of you guys that start making bigger shipments, it's going to be really, really easy to save some money on shipments. Because yeah, Chindy, you're asking so optimized shipments is an option that you can do through Boxem now, where if you have 5 identical boxes, like same weight, same contents, that kind of stuff, then Amazon's not going to charge you any of those placement fees. So like, are you able to go back, or probably not at this point? It's probably loading. Yeah. Yeah. Cause like you can kind of see like behind chat, it was like $7 for placement fees, and we can pay 0 instead. If we have those optimized placements through Boxem, basically.
What are your favorite KPF filters for finding OA leads? Honestly, sub 10K a month, I wouldn't really worry about KPF, but my favorite are just brand specific searches for good sales rank and then price increase, I would say.
Yeah, this is also very true from Neek here. Because like with optimized, you ship to 5 different places with no placement fees, right? And then that's also going to be 5 fulfillment centers instead of 1. So there's a lot more of those items that are going to stay at that original FC they arrive at versus getting transferred all over the place. So your stuff will be available for sale quicker when you do that. So it's kind of like a lead time saver.
Which for $2 extra a box, like there's an argument heavy on that, depending on the amount of items in there. Yeah.
Same Masons. Yes, it does. Yeah. So identical boxes, right? So same stuff, same dimensions, that kind of thing. So for you, that's going to be, stuff that you've bought a good amount of. You're using like that standard Walmart box or Lowe's box or whatever it is. Yeah. The hard part is usually going to be having it all like identical per box. But let's say you got 10 different items that you have 20 units of. It should be pretty easy for you to split those into identical boxes, which step 2 makes really simple for you as well now.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Can you pop me up here to finish off the shipment here?
Yep.
Sweet. All right, here we go, guys. So now we're completely done here, right? So we got all these boxes here, right? We can go ahead and print the FNCs again if we want to, or we can just finish up here and go to print UPS and FBA box labels right here. And then we got boom. So we got boom, 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 and we are good to go, my friends. And that's literally the entire process, right? That's the entire thing. We don't need to do anything in Amazon Seller Central. We don't need to confirm any shipments in here. They're all completely good and good to go here. We can see we got that green working, ready to roll. And that's the name of the game, man. That's the name of the game right there. So yeah, that's the new Boxem shipment flow. The highlights being the just the efficiencies on step 2, and then like the extra labels and just the speed and simplicity.
Yeah, some cost saving on the label purchase as well. Yeah, so if you guys are using Seller Central or any other software, you can try it for free for 2 weeks as well. We'll drop a link in chat, and you'll see why. Lots of people have been switching over recently. Big time saver for their business, basically. Let's see. Yeah, US only. US only.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Sweet. Yeah. Let us know what other questions you guys got here. Let's see. Yeah, Nick. So all it's going to do, like, you just press the clone shipment button, and it's going to make an identical shipment that shows up on the shipments tab, and then you can edit it from there, basically. Great for replens. That's a great idea. Yeah, if you're buying the same thing over and over again, and then you can always just like add on new stuff that you might be adding on to that shipment as well. Let's see. Product on Amazon shows a bunch sold, but on the Keepa buy box stats, sellers. Yeah, so the Keepa stats are not going to be perfect, right? Because a smart Amazon seller is going to have their max order quantity hidden, which means that all the sales are not going to show. I haven't done much research on like the Amazon sold badge compared to how fast it sells, but I don't think they would have any real reason to make it up. Usually I'm just going off of seller amp estimates there. And if you're not sure how fast it's going to sell, then just make an educated test buy. So if it says like 3,000, then I would probably test buy like 50 to 100 just to get a real gauge for it. And then eventually have the confidence to like skip that test buy. And that's how you really start scaling.
Yep, and there's probably pretty similar items to that in the storefronts too. I had my first sale after quite a while, struggling to find profitable products. is still in the receiving stage, pending for 2 weeks. Should I expect the sale to be canceled? I mean, it might be, but
If
like
it's still receiving, then you might have sold it while it's in FC transfer. Like, is it a really highly in demand item, Lauren? If so, then people can buy it while it's still like shuffling around, and then it's just going to show a delayed shipment date. So that's very possible. Otherwise, sometimes people buy an item and they don't have enough money on their credit card, that kind of thing. It'll go to pending, and then it'll go back to your inventory, usually after like a week or two.
Yep. Yeah, but that item, like, you should have FBM that, Lauren, if that's moving when it's way backward like that. And the nice thing is, like, you can watch like Warner and I's free courses, and all you have to do is watch the live sourcing sections and write down each profitable item that's found, write down the discount that was used, and now you know the discount for that supplier, in most cases forever, for free. And that's how you're going to find other items on those websites, because very, very rarely does like a website, especially big websites, only have one good item, right?
Yep. Yeah, so that's just inventory and then edit it. And then it'll be towards the bottom. Like when you change like price and, color, listing details, that kind of thing, it's just like towards the bottom of the list on Seller Central. New to Amazon, what category is good for beginners? Anything that's profitable. Short answer. Kind of more elaborate would be like anything you like kind of have personal knowledge on. So like I was talking to somebody on a call the other night. They're into like doing makeup and that kind of thing. So it's easier for them to like identify like what brands are cheaper than normal and what brands people buy a lot of and that kind of thing, right? So if you have any like personal knowledge, you can swing into it. Otherwise, just start loading up some storefronts on SellerAmp and you'll see what people are having success with.
Yeah, that's the nice thing with the stuff is we can sell all different types of stuff at one point. We don't have to be married to one category, one type of product, so it makes it us.
And we've both sold some like weird stuff. You got no idea what it does. Like as long as the data looks good. Yeah.
My first like big winner by a mile was a retro hair clipper from like the 80s. But it was, they like retroed it basically. So it was like, widely available, right? That was buying for like $149 directly from the brand and printing right there. Yeah.
Yep. Delayed shipment stage show for subscribers. Not necessarily. What we were talking about is like you can make sales on things that aren't actually arrived at Amazon yet. If generally you only see that on really fast selling listings, if it's like one of the better options left for the customer, which honestly it happens a lot during Q4 when the warehouses are pretty busy and there's not many places to get the type of item a customer is looking for.
Hello, I found a profitable product at Costco, and for verification, oh damn, 400. Is Costco? Yeah. So all big websites are so going to work. So like if they're going to trust anyone, they're going to trust the biggest sellers of name brand products in the entire world. Right. So yeah, so Costco is definitely fair game, right there. But, yeah, I honestly probably would steer clear of a 300 to 400 requirement right off the bat. Unless you're pretty well capitalized, and just focus on stuff that requires 10.
Yeah, you can also just test and see if they take 10. It works on the vast majority of them. Let's see if products auto engaged. Do you still have to have correct documentation from the manufacturer? Not necessarily. No. Like, you can talk to like a lawyer and that kind of thing if you want like the legal justification. But you can sell stuff on Amazon as long as you're not like misrepresenting what it is and giving customers a good experience, basically. But yeah, if you sell a brand that doesn't want you selling on Amazon, it's within their right to like give you like an IP complaint, that kind of thing, which you can remove. And that's why you just look for products that other third-party sellers are already having success with.
Boom.
There's several thousand good ones.
Storefront stocking.
Yeah.
Right. That's the wave. Ooh, good question here from Miragazi here. After a test order, how much do you send in for replenishment? Yeah. So in terms of replenishing stuff, so it is dependent on capital and confidence in that item. But a good rule of thumb, I would say, would be like 2 weeks worth of supply. And your Boxem inventory management is going to help with that. You can see how many you sell per day. Just go ahead and calculate it, right? And then it's going to make it really easy to go ahead and buy 2 weeks worth of supply, basically. But the big thing is just not calculating how many per day since you sent it in, how many days since it actually checked in, right there. So yeah, very, very important stuff and very, very helpful.
Yep. What's good, Jules? Haven't seen you in a while. You're smart enough to know you could sell more than one brand, Chief.
Yep. Jules, that guy too.
What's good?
Jules,
yeah, let us
Sawyer again.
Yeah, let us know what other questions you guys got here. Yeah, And just make sure you guys are just kind of being consistent with this stuff, right? Like if you've been, kind of learning the ropes and things are not making sense, you've been at it for a week, 2 weeks, that kind of thing, that's totally normal. Just kind of keep powering through. Remember, there's a learning curve to everything. It's worth it.
Right. So I've been tapping in with a lot of you guys in the free Discord too. So make sure if you're not in there, join it. Doesn't cost a dime, right? I've been tapping in with a lot of you guys in the general chat and sometimes on the voice chat too. I don't think anyone's in there right now, but I've been talking to a lot of guys in general. And then if anyone's on in voice, sometimes I'll join too. So make sure you guys tap in the free Discord as well. We've been working with so much consistency is key, bro. See, Jules never lie.
For sure,
bro. Jules never lie.
You got the new the new profile pic with some controller and some money, looking like a Facebook Marketplace scammer a little bit.
Ooh, low key, yeah, very low key.
Sweet. Yeah, not sure. I would hit up seller amp support on that. I assume you're trying to look up the.
I assume manual sourcing. Yeah.
I like it though, but yeah, you can hit them up. I haven't seen that before. It's the gaming channel. Oh, I got you. I like it. You got the Amazon going down. You got a gaming channel. Good little hobby. I like it. Can you sell things under your own brand name?
Yeah.
Sell seeds from your garden. That would be interesting. I would make sure it's not like accidental eco-terrorism or anything going on like that with selling seeds that you
just look up if there's other people selling it on Amazon, and if so. And the nice thing is when you're listing your own private label, Amazon makes it very clear what you can and can't do, and they have to approve it. So Alyssa, just look up on Amazon and see if people are selling similar products to that, and if yes, then almost certainly you're good to go. Is Voorhees legit? They're sending me cease and desist. Yeah, so personally, I'm not a fan of selling those brands that send letters. So I'd say just from a reputational perspective, I would say probably stop selling those, unfortunately. Getting in, starting a category, trying to find and list my first product. Yeah, the nice thing is you'll see tons of examples of winning stuff whenever you watch the live sourcing content. And then it's just storefront stock from there. You'll find other stuff too. Yeah, Alyssa, I don't think you've been in the streams yet, but that's a very good question there. Yeah. Kind of that process, the gating process. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if ungating were impossible, there'd be no sellers on this listings. So yeah, you're good to go.
Yeah, I know it can be a little frustrating, but you can look at all the the great value and that kind of stuff. There would be 0 sellers on all those brands if they didn't take retail docs. Let's see, growing new accounts. So I mean, you don't avoid gated products, right? Because that's just something you can submit an invoice to sell.
Yeah, you're pumping weight too, bro. You're a shoe guy, man.
You're a shoe guy? Yeah.
No. Bro,
I saw him sitting on top of boxes. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, just waltz in here and take what's yours, just like you did with the shoe industry, man. Do not worry about gating, brother. Do not worry about gating. And if you want to join my coaching too, I'll absolutely take you to the moon, Bo, as well. Right? Well, I love my shoe guys. Any tips on how to use a catch-all for welcome discounts? If you're honestly, you literally just put in the catch-all email, anything at whatever domain.com you buy, and it's just going to pump out unlimited emails. That's a really, really good tool. I totally think you should use it.
Yep. Sweet. Let us know if we can help you out. Anything, Alyssa? We're Monday 5, Tuesday, Thursday at 4. We're always live.
Yeah.
Come hang out.
Yep.
Tips to use catch-all email for welcome discounts. Yeah, this is a great question. Let me even just get an example up so you guys can see what they're talking about here, because this is a really easy way to create margin on a bunch of websites. It's probably one of my favorite ways to do it. Discounted gift cards, that kind of stuff. I probably should pull up a screen before I share nothing. Sweet. So yeah, if we check this out, you'll see a lot of websites have this blank at the bottom. A lot of times it'll be a 15% or 20%, that kind of thing. So Adam, you're saying, let's say your email is adam@gmail.com. You can go through a Google domain and that kind of thing, and you can set it up that way. The way easier way is to just add a plus after your real email address, and then I'll just spam the keyboard. These are all brand new email addresses as far as, in this case, Dick's Sporting Goods is concerned. They're going to send you that coupon code to whatever's before the plus. And you can use that as many times as you want. You can go crazy on it. A lot of times this is how products are actually profitable. Like at retail price with a catch-all code plus like a discounted gift card, that makes a ton of stuff profitable. That's not good at retail. And yeah, just kind of go from there, I'd say.
Yeah, like very, very rarely are items just going to be chilling at the advertised price on a website profitably. Now, sometimes, but not often. And that's the biggest mistake beginners make is they think items are going to be like that. Nah, you got to create the margin, my friends. And that's actually really easy to do in many cases. You just got to look for it, right? Cool. All right, sweet, y'all. So yeah, y'all go create some shipments right on those Memorial Day leads you bought, right? Using the new Boxem update. We're always here to help. You can shoot us DMs on socials if you got any questions too. And everything. And really appreciate y'all tapping in for another Boxem office hours, guys.
Absolutely. You guys have a good rest of your day. Let us know if we can help you out with anything.